Aloha. Welcome to Church of the Holy Cross, United Church of Christ in Hilo, Hawaii. I'm Eric Anderson. I'm the pastor here. It is let me think about this a moment. It is the fourth Friday in February, and that means it's time for our community concert. Welcome. It's great to have you with me. So tonight we've got quite a few old favorites, I think, and one that is an old favorite that I'm not sure we've actually sung in these community concerts up to this point. So I hope it's as familiar to you folks as it is to me. It is also, I think, one that we can kind of pick up and go through and get some lyrics along the way. But the first one will be familiar because we always sing this one to open. This little light. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, all around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, all around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Now I'm going to sing this one as here in Hilo Town. Fill in the name of the place you happen to be. Here in Hilo Town, I'm going to let it shine. Oh, here in Hilo Town, I'm going to let it shine. Here in Hilo Town, oh, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel? No. Hide it under a bushel? No. You gotta let it shine. Oh, hide it under a bushel? No. We gotta let it shine. Hide it under a bushel? No. We've all gotta let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Now don't let anyone blow it out. You gotta let it shine. Oh, don't let anybody blow it out. You gotta let it shine. Don't let anyone blow it out. Gotta let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. Well, there we go, this little light. This is one of my own. I've sung it a few times during these community concerts, and usually fairly early on because it's a song about singing. The joy is in the sharing of the song. Oh, can you hear the joy of a song? Can you hear it? Can you sing along? The voice can be whispery or strong. The joy is in the sharing of the song. Well, you don't read music, neither did old David, but we sing those ancient songs nearly every day. Oh, the melody's creation is the task of generations, but the shepherd's joy goes on. Oh, can you hear the joy of a song? Can you feel it? Can you sing along? Is it a new song you've never heard before? Well, new songs are too precious to just pack it up and go. So now it is your mission to give it an attentive listen. The melody will carry you along. Oh, can you hear the joy of a song? Can you feel it? Can you sing along? Oh, your voice may be whispery or strong. Oh, the joy is in the sharing of a song. So grab a partner, find another pair, four is plenty for a band, eight is better yet. And if someone's got their own note and your note's feeling remote, imagine that you've harmony to spare. Oh, can you hear the joy of a song? Can you feel it? Can you sing along? Your voice might be whispery or strong, 'cause the joy is in the sharing of a song. So can you hear the joy of a song? Can you feel it? Can you sing along? Your voice it might be whispery, your voice it might be strong. Joy is in the sharing of the song. Oh yeah, joy is in the sharing of the song. Believe it, joy is in the sharing of the song. There you go. This is one that I think I actually sang with Sunday school Zoom gathering a few weeks ago. I'm not sure we sung it at one of the community concerts. So it seems like it's time, right? I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I got faith like an anchor. I've got faith like an anchor. I've got faith like an anchor. I've got faith like an anchor in my soul. I've got faith like an anchor. I've got faith like an anchor. I've got faith like an anchor in my soul. Back to peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. That, of course, was a classic spiritual. And this is one of the spirituals that was written to help those who'd been enslaved find their way to a place they could live free. Follow the drinking gourd as we come towards the end of Black History Month. Waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. The sun comes up, the first quail calls. Follow the drinking gourd. The old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. You got to follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. The old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. River bank will make a mighty road. The dead trees will show you the way. Left foot, peg foot, traveling on. Follow the drinking gourd. You got to follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. The old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. The river ends between two hills. Follow the drinking gourd. There's another river on the other side. Follow the drinking gourd. Got to follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking gourd. Unfortunately, the slavery of African Americans was not the end of exploitation and arrangements that were so close to slavery as to be functionally indistinguishable, although curiously enough, legally so. And so although this song has a real lightness to it, it also recalls the thousands who labored upon the railroads, and particularly the Chinese immigrants who came into California, worked in the thousands, died in the hundreds, maybe even the thousands, to push those tracks up the mountains and on across the continent. So this is for them. I have been working on the railroad. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning. Can't you hear the captain shout? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo and singing fee-fi, fiddly-I-ho, fee-fi, fiddly-I-ho. Strumming on the old banjo and singing fee-fi, fiddly-I-ho, fee-fi, fiddly-I-ho. Well, if you were wondering when this song was coming up in tonight's program, the answer is right now. In a cavern, in a canyon, excavating for a mine, dwelt a miner, 49er, and his daughter Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. White she was and like a fairy, and her shoes were number 9, carrying boxes without topses, sandals were for Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Drove she ducklings to the water every morning just at 9, stubbed her toe against a splinter, fell into the foaming brine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Ruby lips above the water, blowing bubbles soft and fine, but alas, I was no swimmer, so I lost my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. In a churchyard near the canyon, where the myrtles doth entwine, there grow roses and other posies, fertilized by Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Then the miner, 49er, soon began to peak and pine, thought he ought to join his daughter, now he's with his Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. In my dreams she still doth haunt me, robed in garments soaked with brine, though she in life I used to hug her, now she's dead, I draw the line. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Now this song desperately needs a moral, so here it is. Now ye Boy Scouts and ye Girl Scouts, yeah, heed this tragic tale of mine. Artificial respiration would have saved my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Well, we've had the moral, so by all rights this song should be over, but no, it has an epilogue. How I missed her, how I missed her, how I missed my Clementine, till I kissed her little sister and forgot, ooh, my Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorry Clementine. Ah, yes, dear Clementine. This is a more modern, contemporary form of lament. sense of dread. I woke up this morning with earphones on my head. It's gonna be another day of Skype and Zoom ahead. Oh, I'm singing the blues of cameras and of mics. Well, I logged in on FaceTime, but everybody else was on Skype. Oh, there's Google Meetings, Facebook Live, and they're all giving me the teleconference blues. I logged into the meeting. What did I see? A mass of unknown faces staring back at me. Quick check the email. Oops, it's on me. I'm not on till 3. So I'm singing the blues of cameras and of mics. They all logged in on FaceTime. What was I doing on Skype? It's Google Meetings, Facebook Live, and they're all giving me the teleconference blues. And the upper right-hand corner is the one no one can hear. And the center on the left, that's the one sneaking a beer. Oh, now they're coming to the end of the meeting. Our leader is finally going to tell us why we met. Okay, everybody, it's because of... What? Everything freeze? Hello? You in there? I'm singing the blues of cameras and of mics. I logged in on Facebook. Are you on Skype? Google Meetings, Facebook Live, Zoom and WebEx, all the rest. And every last one of them is giving me the teleconference blues. The teleconference blues. The teleconference blues. Yeah, I've kind of stuck the silly songs into the middle of the program tonight. By all rights, this one should not be a silly song because it is, in fact, about all sorts of dangerous things. It's about playing with sharp objects. It's about unspeakable food, and unspeakable food, that is. And in the end, one of the unspeakable foods turns out to look an awful lot like cannibalism, which is why, of course, it's a children's song. Adults are weird. Oh, there was a man lived in the moon, in the moon, in the moon. There was a man lived in the moon, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his hair was made of good green cheese, good green cheese, good green cheese. His hair was made of good green cheese, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his shirt was made of good roast beef, good roast beef, good roast beef. His shirt was made of good roast beef, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his waistcoat was made of trifle, of trifle, of trifle. His waistcoat was made of trifle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and buttons were made of penny-loaves, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. And his pants were made of haggis bags, haggis bags, haggis bags. His pants were made of haggis bags, and his name was Aiken Drum. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. Played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. Well, so far this song has been fairly unprovocative, except for maybe equating haggis with food. That's always a controversial topic. But at this point, the song changes a little bit because we introduce another character, and he plays with a razor. You know, those long, sharp things, playing with sharp objects. I warned you about this. There was a man in another town, another town, another town. There was a man in another town, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. He played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. And he ate up all that good green cheese, good green cheese, good green cheese. He ate up all that good green cheese, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. He played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. And he ate up all that good roast beef, good roast beef, good roast beef. He ate up all that good roast beef, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. He played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. Then he ate up all the trifle, the trifle, the trifle. He ate up all the trifle, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. He played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. Then he ate up all the penny loaves, the penny loaves, the penny loaves. He ate up all those penny loaves, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. He played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. But now things change, 'cause he choked upon the haggis bags, haggis bags, haggis bags. Yes, he choked upon the haggis. It was the end of Willie Wood. And he played upon a razor, a razor, a razor. He played upon a razor, and his name was Willie Wood. And he played upon a ladle, a ladle, a ladle. He played upon a ladle, and his name was Aiken Drum. Oh, yes. Adults are weird. This is a song that is just as well known as Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Because it is. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a beggar home awaiting in the sky better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. One by one, seats were empty. One by one, they went away. That family now parted, will they meet again someday? Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Oh, let the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. Charles Gabriel. You know, I think this guitar needs to be tuned. The rule is if you think the guitar needs to be tuned, you tune it whether it needs it or not. The inspiration for these lyrics comes from, well, not actually sure. They are found in one of the Apostle Paul's letters, but it kind of feels as if this is a song that he may be quoting. He doesn't say that, but Paul is not consistent in when he says he's quoting something and when he's actually quoting something. That is, sometimes he quotes and he doesn't mention that it's a quote because everybody knows it's a quote, so he doesn't bother to fill that in. And in this case, we're not sure. But whether he's quoting or whether he wrote these words, they have come down the millennia and been a foundation for our hearts. I call it Hymn to Love. If I should speak in every language on the planet, if I should have the gift of eloquence divine, if the angels were to envy all of my speeches, but there were no love on my tongue, then I would be no more than a noise. I would be no more than a screeching, but with love to give some substance to my words, I would have something of worth to say. If I could know the will of my Creator, if I should understand the mysteries of time, if I should have the power to place the mountains in the sea, but there were no love in mind or limbs, I should be no more than nothing. I would be less than a breath, but with love to give some substance to my wisdom, I could do and do if I gave away all of my possessions, if I withheld nothing of the things that I call mine, if I could boast I had offered my life itself, but there were no love in my life, I would have given nothing for nothing, and I would receive exactly what I'd given. But with love to turn my offering into truth, I would receive everything. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not boast or insist that it is right. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love bears all things, love believes all things, love hopes all things, love endures all things. Love never ends. Love never ends. Love never ends. Some of you have wondered, am I ever going to play ukulele tonight? The answer is, right now. Another familiar one. Oh, skip, skip, skip to my loo, skip, skip, skip to my loo, skip, skip, skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling. Loo, loo, skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling. Fly in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe, fly in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe, fly in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe, get to my loo, my darling. Little red wagon, painted blue, little red wagon, painted blue, little red wagon, painted blue, oh, skip to my loo, my darling. Loo, loo, skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling. Lost my partner, what'll I do? Lost my partner, what'll I do? Lost my partner, what'll I do? Skip to my loo, my darling. Loo, loo, skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling. I'll get me another pretty as you, get me another pretty as you, get me another as pretty as you. Skip to my loo, my darling. Loo, loo, skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling. I can't get a red bird, jaybird do, can't get a red bird, jaybird do, can't get a red bird, jaybird do, skip to my loo, my darling. Oh, the cat's in the cream jar, ooh, 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 cat's in the cream jar, ooh, 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 cat's in the cream jar, ooh, 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 skip to my loo, my darling. Loo, 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 skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling. Oh, loo, loo, skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, 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 skip to my loo, skip to my loo, my darling. That was tough on the fingers. Probably tough on the cats, too, getting them out of the cream jar. Or possibly tough on the people getting them out of the cream jar. This is quite a new song. Just wrote it 2-3 weeks ago, I guess, and sang it for the first time on one of the Wednesday songs, not this week, last week. And this and the hymn to love I chose tonight, well, partially because the United States passed the mark of 500,000 people, 500,000 brothers, sisters, cousins, parents, children, friends, co-workers, and even a few I suspect that nobody liked at all. 500,000 people who died of COVID-19. And also this morning, I was officiating at the funeral of Latailoa, part of this church, and a treasured part of this church. Someone whose life I treasured and whom I will miss greatly. So this song comes to mind. The gates behind you have closed. Behind them where the promise is the foundation of your feast. The foundations have collapsed, the pledges gone unkept. The future is an unknown road. We all go down to dust. The fever of life will end, yet even at the grave we make our song. Alleluia, alleluia. Upon the bed before you, the blankets rose and fell, they will rise no more. Now only tears are falling in the silence of grief. The future will lack a heart. We all go down to dust. The fever of life will end, yet even at the grave we make our song. Alleluia, alleluia. The world is filled with failures, promises unfilled, loves that reach an end. Time wears all creation, yet resurrection awaits. Eternity is love everlasting. Though we all go down to dust, and the fever of life will end, yet even at the grave we make our song. Yes, we all go down to dust, and the fever of life will end. Yet even at the grave we make our song. Alleluia, alleluia, even at the grave. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. The Lord has promised good to me, God's word my hope secures. God will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. Through many a danger, toil, and snare, I have already come. His grace has brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. And another traditional spiritual, but also very much about that hope beyond. I gotta roll up into that kingdom, ain't it that good news? that good news. I'm gonna lay down this world. I'm gonna shoulder up for my cross. Gonna take it home and do my Jesus. Ain't that good news? I got shoes up in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? I got shoes up in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? I'm gonna lay down this world. I'm gonna shoulder up for my cross. Gonna take it home and do my Jesus. Ain't that good news? I got up in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? I got up in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? I'm gonna lay down this world. I'm gonna shoulder up my cross. Gonna take it home and do my Jesus. Ain't that good news? I got a robe up in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? I got a robe up in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? I'm gonna lay down this world. Gonna shoulder up my cross. Gonna take it home and do my Jesus. Ain't that good news? I got a Savior in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? I got a Savior in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? I'm gonna lay down this world. Gonna shoulder up my cross. Gonna take it home and do my Jesus. Ain't that good news? Gonna take it home and do my Jesus. Ain't that good news? I'm gonna take it home and do my Jesus. Ain't that good news? Work in progress. But that does bring us to the last song for the evening. And that is Lorenzo Lyon's great love song to Hawaii Islands. Hawaii Aloha. E Hawaii ku one hana hoe, ku home ku lagi wine, oli no ina pono lani o. E Well, that brings this community concert to a close. Thank you once more for being with me this evening, or depending on what time it may be, whenever you are watching and singing along. Morning, afternoon, or the middle of the night, I suppose. It's just been great to feel the spirit in the music. We do have worship from the Church of the Holy Cross coming at 10 a.m. on Sunday. I'll just remind the families with Keiki that the Sunday school has a Zoom gathering tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That's Saturday. So check your email. You should have the connection information there. We'll have another song from Church of the Holy Cross next Wednesday at 11 a.m. And it'll be just 2 weeks, and we'll be back once more with a community concert at 6 p.m. on Friday. Whatever time we next meet, I pray that the days in between are filled with song and hope and laughter and joy. Peace be with you. Aloha.